always kind of had the plan that I'll be married at 30 and children after that, and, you know, and the White House picket fence like everybody else talking about, you know. Whereas now at 47, I'm like, I don't even know if I want children, you know. Hopefully one day I'll meet the right woman to get married, but I don't know when, and then it calls how long it takes. Do I want to have a child at 50 years old, you know? And so, you know, and then, like I said, life kind of passed me by, you know. Oh, this is my mama right here. This is my baby right here. She threw about the whole 20 years. Every time she come see me, she could, she can't.
It's good to have him home so he can do what he's supposed to do. Give me some grandbabies and stuff.
I'm Douglas Lindsay. I'm 47 years old. In 1996, I was given a life sentence for drug conspiracy when I went to trial. Through God's grace and President Obama's leniency, I received a clemency just in July, and it allowed me to be released home now. I wasn't a drug user, you know, and honestly, sadly, I did sell drugs, but not to the extent that my sentence said I did. Who I was at that time as a person, I didn't necessarily see it as wrong. I just saw it as actually a way to put money in my pocket to help me further my education. Now again, I understand all that's wrong now, and I went the wrong path.
I was sitting there and my mom said, you know, they gave Doug life. You know, I didn't register that till maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after she had left. You know, I couldn't grasp life.
Douglas was sentenced in 1996. That was a very bad time to be sentenced for a drug crime in the federal court system. Back then, the sentencing guidelines were mandatory, so there were very few ways that the judge could depart from them, very limited reasons for departure. None of those benefited Douglas, so the judge was really bound by the sentencing guidelines in his case.
I never accepted the life sentence. I never allowed myself to accept it. That doesn't mean I didn't have bad days. Doesn't mean that I didn't cry sometime or feel like, why me, Lord? But I never spiritually, mentally, emotionally accepted that day. Because since I believed that I was going home, then I made the preparation so when I got out, I wouldn't have an excuse to come back. First time I applied for in 2003, it sat there for 2007, then it was rejected. And then I applied for President Obama in 2011, and I was granted in 2015. They called me to the case manager's office, and on my way there, I was like, man, I hope they ain't gonna turn me down again. And I said, no, I'm not gonna think negative. I'm walking and talking to myself just like I'm talking to you right here. And I get up there, and the lady tells me, say, hey, you just granted clemency, President Obama granted clemency. Man, I was standing up, man, and I was just rocking. It's real, and I was like, you know, just almost like if I was drunk or something. You know, I was like, yeah, you serious? She's like, yeah. I said, you serious? She started smiling and said, yeah, and showed me the paperwork. And then told me, you know, everything was done.
Yeah, welcome home, big brother.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to be
Long
home.
time coming, ain't it?
Definitely a long time, man. I'm looking forward to it.
My house is your house.
Well, he's basically living with me until he can get on his feet and get everything that he needs to be able to function in society just like me.
I'm not going back to prison. I have no desire to sell drugs, use drugs, or commit any crime. My biggest crime before they got me for selling drugs was speeding. And I don't even do that anymore.
It's been, what, over 20 years?
Man, 19 years, man. I guess we can go out this. Man, my desire is to get a job. And one of my hopes is by this time next year, no later than, I'm fully immersed in real estate. I want to be able to bought me at least 1 or 2 rental properties, you know, because again, I want to get to the point where I can have my day to me. Not I'm on somebody's job working hard, but now I'm letting my money make money so I can get into what I want to do, which is my ministry. And which my ministry is more so just helping people, you know. It's not so much me trying to get in someone's pulpit and preach a sermon. I'm still gonna write minds, and eventually I'm gonna put them on the web and all that. But it's more so being able to use what God's given me to help others. I'm actually very proud and very glad that President Obama's opened up the doors, because I met a lot of good guys, and I'm pretty sure a lot of good women too, that actually deserve another chance. America always screams is a place of second chances, and I actually am able to say that it's true because it happened for me.